Hello, my love. I hope that this finds you well. I am thinking about you as always. I hope that you are rested. I always hope so many different things. Maybe they're true, maybe they're not for you, but I wish you the best. I love you and I'm thinking about you. Good morning. Good morning. I was thinking about vulnerability and writing as vulnerability. And I think that this is a very important aspect to writing, to be able to be vulnerable as a writer, whether you are journaling and writing solely for yourself in something that is not intended to be shared, and in things that are meant to be shared, such as works of fiction or poetry or music or anything that you devote yourself to or put the pen to paper for, so to speak. I think that, or I felt and learned that being vulnerable, though not easy, was a way to better connect both with myself and, more importantly, with the reader and with others, and to be able to communicate with others on a level that is not simply objective or physical, but on an emotional level. And I think that allowing yourself to be vulnerable is a way to, or was for me, a way to greatly improve my writing. I've mentioned before that why I wanted to write was to move people, and I do not think it is easy to move people if you are not vulnerable. Because to move people means to, for me at least, to touch their soul in a sense, to touch their heart and evoke a powerful emotion. And vulnerability is the way to do that, or at least the way to open the door for the possibility of that. It is also very good for oneself to be vulnerable and to admit to one's vulnerability. I will leave it at that. I hope you are well. I hope this is some food for thought. I hope that you go forth and have a wonderful day. And I hope when you have time, you check out A Visit from the Goon Squad by Jennifer Egan, or the work of Laura Gibson. And speaking of vulnerability, her music, to me at least, is incredibly vulnerable in the emotions that it brings, and the poetry and her lyrics, not to mention the musical presentation. There's one song, if I recall correctly, I Don't Want Your Voice to Move Me, that is particularly moving and powerful, or at least it was one of my favorites of hers, and I recommend you give it a listen. So with that, I will bid you adieu and hope that you fare well.